Alright, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Harmony D&D stream. Episode 4. Right? Shit. That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Got it.
Session 5, Episode 4.
There you go. See, that's part of where I get confused because we did
Level 3.
Oh, well, you are the one who named it Session 0, boss man.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
At the
I
time.
totally don't regret it. It's not confusing at all. It's not my fault. It's a thing. It's a thing people do, and it's... Never mind. Anyway, so welcome back. Last week we spent a lot of time in town, and we're going to get back into that here in a little bit. First, we're going to get caught up with everybody, see how everybody's been. Legit. What'd you do this week? Anything fun?
I started my new job while phasing out of my old job, and most of my new job is undoing what the person I just replaced spent the last 3 months doing so I can redo it. So, not a lot of productivity going on right now. Just a lot of undoing so I can redo.
Nice.
Yeah. That's all I've done.
Awesome. You playing games, watching TV, anything?
Pretty much, between the two jobs, both being full-time right now, pretty much just work.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dan?
Same old stuff. Working. Loving it. Keeping people healthy. You know.
Indirectly.
Indirectly. Keeping them healthy and alive. Making sure all their patient records are in the right place.
Like super behind the scenes.
Yeah. That's all I do.
I know you played some League this week because I was playing too.
Yeah, I started League again. I'm not sure if that was a mistake yet or not, but
It felt like one last night, didn't it? It felt like a mistake yesterday.
and that Magic game,
Oh yeah.
the new one, I really like that. I don't know. I've liked all of them though, but this one's definitely the best so far.
Yep. Get a few more bugs ironed out, it'll be real good.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I enjoy it. The only thing, my biggest complaint about the Magic game right now is we were talking about it last night, but the amount of cards that's available. We got a friend who dropped like $30. Something like that, right? $30 plus the
Yeah, and he's got all but like 12 cards now.
yeah, or at least a single copy of
Right.
each card.
Yeah.
So definitely needs a bigger set. And I guess I won't go to Jeremy next. So Stephanie.
Nothing new. Not a thing.
That's exciting.
Training. Don't lie.
Okay, I'm training to be a stay-at-home teleworker. Yay.
Customer support.
That's right.
Lots of good times. I get to sit here and listen to them.
Billing support specifically. It's going to be great.
For what specific company?
I think I'm not going to say.
Yeah, I don't think she's supposed to say. For a entertainment provider.
I used to do. Okay, I pretty much. You should say that. Then I know who you're talking about because I used to do that sort of thing too. So.
Yeah. It's good times.
In unrelated news, it didn't rain today.
I'm glad it didn't. I mowed. That's part of what I did this week.
I was able to use my grill.
Alright.
Yeah. It's rather exciting.
But your teeth don't look shiny.
Wrong kind of grill.
Yeah, I can't afford that kind of grill.
Nice.
Yeah.
You playing games this week, Stephanie? Since last week, I know you played a couple different things, right?
We played Betrayal at House on the Hill. That was all of us. And then we played that, what was that game?
Food Fight.
Food Fight. I still don't get it.
Made by the same people who make Epic Spell Wars.
Which is a fun game. Very fun.
It's kind of similar to Smash Up.
Smash Up was great.
Yeah, it's in that same style. We're trying to take bases basically with random hands, not not full random decks, everyone drawing from the same deck, but you're getting a random hand each time. It's a fun game. We'll
Eh,
play.
I
like
think it would be better if I knew what was going on better.
You
I'll have to give it a
that's
shot.
Most games. Most games. If you like Epic Spell Wars or Smash Up, or definitely both, then you'll like Food Fight.
I
We
think
had the expansion, didn't we?
Yeah, they had
The
the
snack something?
yeah, I forget
Snack
what it's
Attack.
called. Yeah, that sounds right.
Snack Attack.
Yep. Basically, the whole concept of the game is you deal out 9 cards, everyone picks one, passes left until everyone sees basically each of the hands, kind of like Seven Wonders and various other Euro style games have a lot of similar trait to that. And then meals are dealt randomly. Could be any combination of lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Sometimes it's one or the other. There's always at least two. And everyone makes their army of food, which is like General Chicken and shit. And you put them on a plate. You hide which one if you're going for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and then everyone reveals which one they're going for, and then you fight with your food. And
Seems
whoever wins the meal gets those points for that meal.
seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and then if no one can test you, you have to fight the dog for the food. So you don't ever get an uncontested a meal. It's fun. But anyway, Jeremy, Nightcrawler, what'd you do this week?
I actually did a whole lot. I did a little bit for Twitch. Well, for some Twitch streamers, I did some emotes for them. I did. I completed finally 100%ed Shadow of Mordor.
Nice.
And I've been going through through a couple more of my games, just kind of go through them and kind of remove it, seeing if I really want to play them through on stream or not. Been going through a lot of I have over 335 games that I should not be installed, so I'm going through that, uninstalling a lot of things that I don't want to play, and just getting prepared for Windows 10. I guess I know I'm going to have to upgrade because my family likes to do those upgrades, and I'm still using Windows 7, so they're always having questions about Windows 8, Windows. They're just always having questions. So I want to be prepared for their mistakes when they do upgrade. They'll be, yeah,
Because you're a good guy.
yeah.
A lot nicer than me. People ask me, and I'm like, I don't. Is that a computer problem? What's a computer?
She's like, I'm not sure if you know this, but I don't use computers from my day to day.
They're like, don't you work on a computer all day long? Isn't that what you do?
I do coding. Sorry, I don't know anything about those computer things.
I just type characters and numbers into a database.
Oh, also, I did go up to the screen part, and we're painting up we're doing some paintings to my attractions. Yeah,
Oh yeah, the screen part.
yeah, my screen part.
Getting ready for the big holiday.
48 days, actually.
Is it that close? It is, isn't it?
Yep.
Yay. Woohoo!
Yeah,
Best holiday of the year.
love it.
Cool. All right.
Look, best month of the year. Best month of the year, yes. Me being a creepy clown, yes. It's fun.
Excellent. All right, let's round table for one thing we don't already know about your character. Stephanie, what is something we don't already know about Philly?
Philly has a very deep love of gemstones, which is a dwarven trait, but she's not exactly a classical dwarf, so maybe it wasn't apparent. Sorry, I'm copping out. Sorry.
Okay.
She think that gyms are marvelous.
Simply marvelous. Fucking Tarek. Alright. So the dwarf likes gemstones. Noted.
More than gold.
Okay, that's a little more significant. That's a little more significant. Alright, legit. What is something that we did not already know about Bex, the Mountain of the Sea?
Even though Bex will not admit it, he's shockingly horrible at board games like chess and checkers, the things you play to pass the time on a boat. He's really bad at them. So much so that in the past, he has, on occasion, paid a crew member to lose to him.
Nice.
Yes.
That's pretty bad. Jeremy, Nightcrawler. What is something
Tyrnell,
that we did not already about to know?
Tyrnell likes to make jerky. Whenever he has the time to actually make jerky, he will make jerky, and it is the crave of the town. Everybody in town loves his jerky.
So you're saying his jerky is well salted? Okay.
Fair jerky.
I got it.
Ah,
The comedy is clever with this one.
I do what I can. I think she's mouthing that was the funniest thing she ever heard. Pretty sure that's- no?
I saw it.
Yep. Yep. Dan, what is something that we did not already know about Thomas Wilkins, cleric of the Candle God?
Now that Thomas has been out 2 times out in the world, he's starting to realize more and more that the general populace... 2 times, that's right. The general populace is much
No more
poorer
than 2.
than he's been led to believe. And when he looks at the churches that he has basically been raised in, and the opulence that's apparent there, he's wondering if his church is maybe on the wrong side of things. Maybe not so good.
You're saying that maybe he thinks maybe the churches keep a little too much money to themselves.
Yeah, they've got awful nice things. That's all he's saying. I mean, they're rich. They're like Scrooge McDuck swimming in their money.
DuckTales.
That golden cathedral made of gold.
I think that makes 3 weeks in a row we've had a DuckTales reference.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm just saying we got a record to keep now. Now the pressure's on to make it fit naturally each week.
Yep.
Hey, are you trying to issue a challenge? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying, yeah, if I had a gauntlet, it would be dropped.
The proverbial gauntlet hath dropped.
Exactly. I don't have any gloves. I would throw those at you. All right. All right. So we kind of worked all out off stream that we weren't going to spend a whole lot of time on buying and selling mundane and miscellaneous items. Is that pretty much everyone was in agreement as far as I could tell?
Yup.
Yeah.
And so basically, the last important thing that happened in game was Tyrnell hooked up with a female elf named Enwyn, and she had quite a story to tell. And I know Philly had a side thing to do that same evening. We've discussed it. That happened. Thomas, I didn't talk to you if there was anything you needed to do that day. I think it was pretty much you ate and you went back to church, right? Ate
Yeah.
before your room.
Yep. That's it.
And
Healed some
Bex
people.
drank himself to sleep.
Yep. And the only shopping list Bex had was for components, and I'm pretty sure I have all the ones I need already, so I'm fine.
Okay.
Because I got my trident in the working.
Yep. So really, the only thing we need to get to is the next day. A runner, or rather the Constable, Pearson? No, that's not it. What was his name? I
Remember.
didn't note it down. Whoops.
The constable's name was
Didn't I?
Horme. No,
That sounds right. Or was
Horme is Horme.
Bartender?
Bartender was Helga.
Right. I did have Horme written here. I just didn't put
I'm
what
pissed.
Horme was.
My page of all the things Damien has said appears to be missing from my desk.
Whoops. So yeah, Horme arrives. You guys are probably, at least some of you are up taking part in breakfast.
Philly's not there.
Bex is probably not awake yet.
I'm
Yeah,
still
Horme
there
is-
though.
He's paying me.
He's on the table, right?
Yeah, I'm as usual sleeping on the table.
And let's see.
I don't believe in rooms.
Not important.
Philly is missing from breakfast.
Okay.
I'm still with the lady though, so he's knocking at this door.
Hibbity jibbity.
And Tim Tom. Alright, alright, yeah, so he delivers the gold to you.
How much was it?
50.
Maybe.
50 large. 5-0.
Hey. More gold to distribute.
Yep. In an uneven fashion. DMs
Oh,
are awesome.
help me. You know Tyrnell loves to help you.
So where is Philly?
Yes, please tell us. Where is
Shouldn't
Philly?
they have to find her? She's not going to come home. She's a little busy.
Oh, okay.
The last time I saw Philly, she was taking a shower.
I guess.
It's true statement.
It is true. Okay. So I know where you're at then. That's basically all I needed to know. It would have been a simple answer.
You know where I'm at? I'm in bed.
Yeah. Well, she's pretty. I mean, you guys probably been awake for a while after your mutual meditation, and she's pretty eager to get on the road and start this hunt for Aether, the sorcerer who massacred her family.
Right.
So she wants to get this show on the road. Get your people. Let's do this.
So I'm gonna be. I'm at the end, just waiting on everybody. I'm actually at Bex's table, just kind of waiting,
Did you
waiting
just
for
like
him to wake up.
pick my arm up and move it out of the way?
No, I'm not even touching you. I'm not touching you. I know. I'm just gonna sit there, just. You know what? I'm going to wait for the waitress to come over, and I'm gonna order him. I'm ordering him a glass of ale.
As long as it's not a light beer, because Thomas already tried that with me, and the light beer did not go over so well.
Well, that's what I'm intending to do is when she sets it down. Oh. Oh, me?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought I went all director and I was good.
All right.
Annie,
Um,
when she comes and sets down the ale,
right.
I'm intending to let that aroma kind of just wake him up.
All right.
That's
Yeah, you hear in your dreams, ale, ale, and then you can smell it, and you lick your lips, and you see him like licking his lips. He's got this whole Scooby Doo thing going on, like Scooby snacks, and you reach out, still mostly asleep, grab the ale, And I assume even in your mostly asleep state, just like straight back, right? One drink.
Skill it takes not to drink beer. It's one of those, like, I start it down on the table, and then you start drinking it farther and farther up. And then I would like to take the opportunity to go back to sleep.
When he does finish it off, I'm going, "Good morning, Vex!"
And I would like to take the opportunity to go back to sleep.
I'm going to take the opportunity to slap him.
You realize as you're starting to go back to sleep the second time, or third time, however you want to put it,
However long it takes.
that there's a female elf standing behind Tyrnell, and she looks quite aggravated.
Hmm.
And you think, because you know you, that there's a chance it's your fault.
So what Bex is gonna do is just gonna sort of think about going back to sleep for a second, look up at her, squint for a second, and then look at Tyrnell and go, "Did I do something tonight?" And
Tyrnell is just going to be shaking his head up and down. Yes, you did. You angered. Yes. We need to remedy this.
Have a seat. 5 of them. 4 for me, 1 for her. No, not too early. 5 for me. Breakfast it is.
We really must be making haste, she says.
Yes.
We don't have time for this. Where's the rest of your
A
party?
grand entrance.
Yes. Thomas makes his grand entrance all shiny and his armor's all buffed out.
That's right. Freshly cleaned by the church.
The morning sun reflecting off of him.
Good morning, Thomas.
Can I
Yes.
get 4 to go? Not light beer, as I stare at Thomas.
We are not a carry-out establishment.
Pretty
Broccoli
much.
staring at Thomas, bitching about light beer.
You need me to bless that for you?
The beer blessing must begin.
Thomas, we must make haste back to
Crystal Gate?
Crystal Gate. Yes.
Yes.
Bex is just haggling in the background to try and get at least 1 beer to go.
Just take it and get out from the house.
On the house, even.
This mug joins the collection.
I thought you were using your own tankards. Nah, that's alright.
I have my tankards, but if it's on the house, I'm gonna steal one of theirs.
Okay. It's a travel mug. It's got a straw. No.
It's just got a bamboo reed in there.
Yeah. It's one of those no spills. You gotta bite on the straw to.
You gotta pinch it.
Mhm.
They're really ahead of their time here.
Probably what Bex needs. I'm not gonna lie to anyone.
He needs a sippy cup.
Alright, so Thomas has made his entrance. Everyone's acknowledged.
What about the others? Where's everybody else at?
I don't know. Have anybody seen Philly? Last time I seen her, she was smelly.
And Barlow?
They
Where's
were
he at?
staying with the.
Barlow's staying with the stuff.
Oh, okay. We'll catch him later.
He's on the way out of town, basically. If he's where he should be.
So nobody knows where Philly's at?
Nope.
Go wake her up. Let's check her room.
I didn't go check her room. No. Yeah, go check on her, Thomas. I'm gonna go start getting prepared.
I'll ask. I'll find out where her room is and go check on it.
Yep.
Knock
You-
at it.
Bex will follow you with her cup or her mug of morning ale.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For her.
There's no answer.
Is
Correct.
the door locked?
These doors are only locked from the inside, so no, the door is not locked.
Okay. So yeah, I'll check in there.
It doesn't appear to have been used.
Great. It seems as if she has left.
I can
Last
assure you,
night.
she did not sleep at one of the tables. Comfortable though they were, she was not present.
At this
Go
point,
back and talk to the bartender.
Shit.
While they're going up there to go check out the room and whatnot, Turnell's gonna look at the bartender and ask her if she's seen, or if she's seen, what happened to the smelly dwarf, the
Really?
female.
Did you give any indication to anybody where you might be?
No, you're the only one that, or the one person knows where I am.
God?
Okay, 9 people plus.
I question Lumiere. Where is Philly?
Do you just like shout to the heavens, or do you have to light a candle first and put it next to a window at the dawn?
That's it. That's what I have to do. And I have to bless some ale. All right. Well,
So bartender could not give me any indication of where like what direction she left to it.
She's too busy tending bar to pay attention where anybody went when they left.
where was the last place we saw her?
She was at the bar and ate dinner with everybody. Wouldn't you have left when Thomas left, probably?
Yeah.
So you would have walked with him back to the church at least, and then continued back towards the main strip, right?
The strip.
Yeah. Where you guys delivered everything originally and stabled the horses.
I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Barlow. I'm gonna take him, and I'm going to take Inwin over with me.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good place to check next.
So Tyrnell and Inwin are going to the stable?
Right.
In the little storage area where they had the... Okay. Yeah, so Barlow's already basically got the wagon... Well, it was loaded yesterday. So the wagons are already... Horses are already hitched up and ready to go. Barlow's kind of standing there, you know, looking around, waiting. He's like, where's the rest of them? I'm ready to leave.
Right. Where they're looking for Philly, the female dwarf there. Do not know where she went. Did she pass by here at all last night?
She did. I think she went over to that smithy at some point.
Ah. Okay.
Back to Dacklin's.
Okay. Well, let's go run over there, Inwin, and we'll go see. Actually, you know what, Inwin, stay here. Introduce Barlow. I
Who's
will
this?
introduce you to Inwin. Inwin Barlow. You two meet each other. I'm gonna go run over to the smith and check out, see if Philly's over there.
Okay.
I'll go with.
Bex will have gone there directly after establishing that Philly did not sleep on a table to see if his priceless acquisition of religious holiness is ready.
Yep.
Known as a trident.
Okay. Yeah, you guys get there. It's it's only maybe couple hundred yards away. It's not that far. You get there and Dacklin's hard at work, trying to get everything ready. There's another human here who looks quite wizardly, and Philly is also there, and Dacklin's talking up a storm, explaining apparently what the different machineries are supposed to do on this device once everything is fully functioning. You'd probably reasonably guess that this wizard's here to handle the actual attuning of these arpeggio crystals to the devices and machinery. And yeah, there's Philly.
I don't think Philly notices you guys approaching.
Okay.
She's very absorbed in what the wizard is doing and what Dacklin is saying.
Carinel's gonna get right behind her. Just not saying a word, just sneaking right behind her.
All right.
That's always safe.
Roll your stealth check. Versus her passive perception of 12.
Uh, uh, da, 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 da.
Oh.
I turn and say, "Oh, hey, sorry. It's daybreak, isn't it? We should probably go."
Yeah, of course. Yes, Billy. We should probably go. Thanks
All right,
for
Jacqueline.
telling us where you were were going.
Yeah,
you.
just a minute. Let me finish. So, Jacqueline, I am going to draw up some schematics, and I'll either send them to you or drop them off to you next time we're here in town. Does that sound good? All right. Um, do you have something I could maybe tinker with in the meantime, just so I can, play with it?
Well, I don't know. How about, well, remember that harpoon you helped me on last night? Just give that to your friend.
Okay.
And, trident, sorry. Yeah, I'll have to say about that. He walks in while you're getting the trident for Bex. And
All right.
he comes back and he's got a little, basically a lathe. Not a lathe, that's not what I mean. A planer.
Okay.
And he's like, this is something I kind of had an idea of. And it's supposed to help with making the woods smoother, something like that. I'll explain it.
Okay.
Hands it to you.
So it's fitted like it should receive a crystal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so,
Well, it could potentially. It's not finished.
okay. What do I owe you for this?
No, don't worry about it. Take it.
Okay. All right, I'll bring it back to you, I
It's
promise.
just a prototype.
All right, thanks.
All right.
And I've got the trident. And do I see Bex? Bex said he came over here.
Bex is like facing the glass, staring at this trident from wherever he is.
It's in my hands now.
Yeah, I'm about as close to it as I can be without actually touching it. Just like waiting for you to don it upon me.
Oh, here.
And I sort of gingerly hold it close, start feeling all of its edges, and talking to it awkwardly.
You should go thank Declan. He worked really hard on this. He was up all night with me. We were talking at the same time, but he was working on that the entire time. He really put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, Bex walks away.
I'm sorry. I'm going a little bit kinder here. I need to back off of that.
Yeah, Bex walks away. He's just like, this is mine now. You notice my javelin is just laying on the ground where I was before.
Alrighty. So that's happened. You guys get back. Barlow's standing there talking to this elf who three of you have barely any idea who he is, or no idea. I'll give her a description again in case anybody, since nobody probably remembered. If I can click the right button.
Gorgeous elf.
Short, silver hair, amber eyes. She's decked out with splint mail and a mace on her hip and a crossbow across her back. And yeah, she's a decent look. I think we rolled pretty high on her hotness check, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's going on by the wagons. Barlow's already loaded up in his, waiting on. He's like, "You sitting with me, Tyrnell?"
Right. Are we only taking 2 wagons this time?
Yes, 2 wagons.
Right. Good. Yes. I will be riding with you. As per
I
you.
should guide rear rudder.
And nope, I'm gonna say the wrong name if I don't look it up. Tilda, not Tilde, Tilda. See, I said the wrong name. Tilda is already seated on the passenger seat of the second wagon, waiting for somebody to take over to drive it.
I would like to point out that I am no longer stinky, even though I've been up all night, because I
Yes.
really bathed well.
That makes one of us.
But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hop up into the dicky box of the second.
Get in the dicky box.
Bex sits in the back of one of the wagons and mutters to his harp or trident.
Okay. Doing your
At least that's keeping him quiet.
Yeah.
final
I
ritual.
feel a good bond to it, and sort of the words flow rather archaically.
So nobody has any questions about your new traveling companion?
As far as I'm concerned, we had sex last night.
Nice.
I don't ask a lot of questions. New members of the pack are always welcome. Especially females. We need more estrogen.
I just assume that she's with Tiernell.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
for all I know, Tiernell found us a cook. So.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay.
It's not sexist, it's mean.
Alright. So, are you going to explain to Barlow why she's there?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Bucklow, she's gonna be hitchhiking with us over to Crystal Gate. We're actually gonna be looking for somebody. I don't know. Bucklow, actually, have you ever heard of a guy named Ether?
Aethert. Aethert. Ethert.
Ether.
Yeah.
Ether.
No, he definitely has not. No knowledge of any such named person.
Okay. Well, anyways, that's who we're looking for. On behalf of the beautiful Inwin over here.
And she's pretty much going to do a walk along the caravan once y'all get started. And she'll probably actually talk Thomas up a little bit, being another believer of Lumiere.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. That went. It was unnecessary. Anyway, the Inwin definitely she'll bring up that she's never really properly been to a church or temple of Lumiere, so she's got questions about that. If you want to acknowledge her.
I will bring her into the light.
And she hopes the power of the light god will help her in her quest for vengeance.
Well, if she's looking for vengeance against evil people, then yeah.
Very evil sorcerer who murdered her entire family.
Yeah, see?
Much of
That's
her village.
definitely right up the Lumiere's alley.
Lumiere, he condones evil sorcerers.
Vengeance on them, yes.
Vengeance on them, I believe is how it was put. Okay. So yeah, you guys know pretty much a 6-day travel. You're not really going to save too much time potentially on your way back, just by having one less cart, because you still have basically the same load as you did before, just minus some crystals. So you head back to the road that is called the
I've been meaning to ask this. Whatever.
Sudan.
What happened to Marcus?
Marcus is still on. He's in the back of the wagon that Barlow is driving. Barlow intends to take him back and hand him over to the
Right.
the Merchants League of Crystal Gate, and allow them to administer the punishment appropriate to his theft and
And the murder of Pup.
yeah, well, yeah,
It's the murder of Pup.
okay.
Yeah.
That might come up.
What about the cursing of Barlow himself and turning him blue?
Yeah, boy, and the endangerment of the employees. Yeah, I was getting to that.
Yeah. Bex enjoys this side effect of combat.
I don't like being older.
Yeah.
Barlow does not enjoy being blue. If
Right,
he could,
Mix. Right.
if he could trade it to Tyrnell, he would.
Yeah.
Transfer curse instead of
So-
remove
Instead of
curse.
remove curse. It should be a lower level spell, right?
Yeah.
So for Bex's journey, it'll be like an hour or two mumbling in the back of a cart, and then basically once I figure out how my newfound abilities work, you're just gonna have this going on for like 7 hours. Just I throw a trident, make it disappear, it reappears in my hand. I throw the trident, make it disappear, it reappears in my hand, just for like hours.
It's a neat trick.
You successfully landed your first throw into the dirt.
Yes. Yeah. I look infinitely less clumsy and awkward with this weapon than I did the javelin the day before.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Almost like it's your God-given weapon.
That's not so much a
Almost
god,
like it is a big god.
as it's a servant of a god.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. One maybe I take a swing at a tree and I yell this just to make it make a little more sense.
Let's crack them open. Oh god.
I got it. Dex is so good at this. Yeah.
God help
He
us.
hits. That 10 certainly breaks the tree's defense.
Yep. The tree is unable.
I'm so glad Tyrnell cannot hear what he's saying back there.
So as Thomas, you notice that pretty much anybody you pass on your journey, and anytime you get close to any kind of settlement, anyone is asking if anyone's seen anyone who matches the description of a sorcerer. As best she knows it, he's a human who's, average height, really live, and had some kind of weird aura of like glow to his body that would make him stand out if anyone encountered him. So that's every chance she gets, anybody that might have possibly come in contact or seen this person, she's asking.
Okay. That's
Uh,
interesting.
I guess everybody else would notice too, because sometimes she's completely leaving the whole caravan to do so.
Right.
Be like, oh, a campfire 3 miles that way. I'll be back.
Yeah, she's putting her elven wiles to good work. And
Does she ask me?
yeah, eventually over the course, by by the time you guys stop for dinner, she's asked pretty much everybody in the group if they're familiar with this Aether, passed them any on any of their journeys, or heard of anything with similar type things of what he did to her village.
Okay. I would like to weave the tale of the day my ship was ruined, but change the facts so that it sounds like her guy.
All right,
I'm feeling good now that I'm not suffering from withdrawals.
give me
Would you like to do performance or deception?
your pick.
Let's make it a performance. And I bring out the coin, the doubloon that I have no idea what it is,
Uh-huh.
to really sell the story.
All right.
18.
Those are unrelated, but it's kind of funny that they're both 18s, and I need to switch to that screen. And okay, so 18, you put on quite the tale. It's been quite the yarn, and let's see. The doubloon. It was what was on the two faces of it? I remember one was a book.
Yeah, one side was the book,
I don't remember what the other side was.
unknown C notes. Where's my page of notes? I have a whole note dedicated to Bex. One side was a
Anyway.
and the other side was two crossed swords, according to said notes.
That's it. I remember now. All right. She doesn't seem to have any recollection or knowledge of the doubloon doesn't really. It enhances the story by she can't confirm or deny that was part of what happened.
My second attempt is to convey that the book clearly is her sorcerer's doing,
Oh, okay.
and that now we have a shared enemy and should come together under this quest for vengeance. And Bex would now like to attempt to flirt. So, I don't know what to roll for that one. Persuasion again? Performance? Persuasion. Yes. And being a heroic moment, stoked with non-withdrawals, I will also hero point that. 21 for flirting on shared hatred.
Wow.
Yeah. She's quite impressed with your tail and not your tail, your tail. No. It would really be some salt in the wounds if he was blue and had a tail, right?
It could happen. It could happen. I do know how to sew.
She is definitely impressed. She definitely buys it. She kind of, sort of. You can tell she's probably not into dwarves, but she's got that look like if I were into dwarves, you might have.
It's not the look that says I'll try anything once.
No. But you do buy a kiss on the cheek when she's like,
Yeah.
you know what? You've had some rough times. I've had some rough times. We'll get through this together. We'll be good pals.
Oh, there's a lot of pickup lines that involve the mountain on the sea and rough waves that are probably going to follow this evening.
All right. So that's a good question. How many hero points do you have left for this level?
I have spent a whopping 3.
I was gonna say it's like 3 or 4, probably, right? So you got
Yeah.
3 left.
This is probably the most important one that I've spent. Yeah, I have 3.
All right, so you got 3 left for this level. Okay. All right.
I only have a white pencil. This is not going to help me take notes.
The pencils are what you use to take notes. Everybody knows this.
Why do you have a sewing pencil?
It's for my Star Wars coloring book.
Oh, okay. Never
Well, I
mind.
don't know where all the other colored pencils went.
Oh, did you?
I just have white.
Time out.
It's not a very fun book.
Super distraction. Did everybody see the new teaser screenshot that they released for Star Wars today?
No, but I'm sure Reddit did, and I'm on Reddit, so give me 1 second.
I saw it and I shared it with Stephanie.
Star
Not
Wars
me, Stephanie. Other
7.
Stephanie.
It was
That's
a
not
single.
interesting.
It's a single screen. No, it was fucking amazing. You should take that back. It was the best teaser screenshot in the history of teasers.
Stephanie enjoyed it.
The Deadpool trailer.
It's the best. Ever.
You'll have to send it to me, because I'm
think it's
finding
on my
like
Twitter.
600. I don't have
yeah.
Twitter. I'm an adult.
Alright. You know what? Twitter, for people who want to promote things like streams, are a great tool.
Oh, Legit Box has a Twitter. I don't have a Twitter.
Where's that link at? There it is.
The real me has morals.
Copy image URL. Posting into Skype.
Oh god. I just saw it.
Did you find it? It's great,
Yes.
isn't it? Isn't that amazing?
You.
It's so good.
I
I'm
don't-
Numero uno.
thoroughly teased.
That's all you need to get through life.
And in case anyone
Usually
on chat
you
can't
hate
figure out what
teases.
we're talking about, all it is, black screen, yellow letters, episode 7. Yellow letters, The Force Awakens. Boom. That's it. Game over.
They're letting us know that it's starting.
That's it. It's months, less than months. There's only a few months, so that's not a lot of months before it comes out. Less than months. That's the time frame before we get to watch it.
I'm stoked.
All right.
4.5. Or
Back
3.5.
Is it that long? God damn, it doesn't seem like it's that long. When you say it out loud, it sounds like forever. Okay, back to the game. Traveling, picking up rumors, and finding some possibly reliable sources that indicate that he has been seen and that there is an old abandoned, what used to be a prominent town way, way back before the unification battle wars, before Kavaros, the Everlasting, before the arpeggio crystals. There's a town that was one of the more prominent ones on the coast, a little bit south and west of Crystal Gate. That there's been some strange sightings, and people believe that someone has taken up residence in one of the old temples that is still standing there. And so basically, in order to get there, when you're about a day away on the main road to Crystal Gate, if you head south, it would take you straight to this place, 2 days south. So more or less 3 days out of your way, 5 days, I guess, all roundabout.
Is Barlow going to be okay with doing that?
Barlow is not interested in anything that doesn't deliver the supplies back on time.
All right.
He's like, I will take you until the road forks south. And after that, I'm taking this stuff back to Crystal Gate.
Is he going to pay us before we leave?
You get paid every 30 days, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take this opportunity to start teaching Tildy how to drive the cart.
She's very not interested in that, but she
That's
tries.
lucky.
She's going to
I
have
know
to
that.
learn.
But she tries.
She's
Tilda.
about to be.
Well, we will be taking that cart, so that's our cart. Yeah, that's got all of our stuff on it. The second
Not
cart.
all of your stuff. Some of it's, or actually most of it belongs to the Merchants League. It's just there for you to use if you need it, like food.
We do
Yeah,
have
I think
one
we'll still have gainful employment if we take this detour.
Exactly. It's still ours.
But it's
We
not.
did take a cart. We took a wagon at some point. What happened to that?
Yeah, that's the one that
Oh. Oh.
I think that's the one that me and Philly are driving.
So there are 3 wagons.
Yeah,
Check.
'cause we came into town with 4.
Right.
We would have left with 2 company carts and then a personal possession
Okay.
with wheels.
That's right. I forgot about that.
To be fair, we
land
did
shift.
take one that wasn't that impressive.
Yeah. I forgot about that other wagon. But you don't have a horse that you own to pull it.
That's right.
Not yet.
Rear runner, Andy.
Huh?
Rear runner belongs to
Cars.
the company.
He's the company's.
Yeah, they're all. Rear
So
rudder is pulling it, but
one of
Why
the
don't
things
we
we're
just
trying
go
to
back
do
to
right
town
now.
and then come back after.
Yeah.
there's lots of ways around it.
I mean, if you want, one night Bex just comes out and just be like, I could just ask someone else's horse to leave them for us.
That would be a
Just
terrible
be like,
idea.
Hey, you come to us, our side. You
That
can
sounds
pay
like
them,
thievery.
you can pay them, Candle Boy.
I don't have any
Smart.
money.
What if that horse is being abused and I would be a better
We were
master?
paid something, weren't we?
I'll
we were
teach you
paid
how to
reward
swim
money.
and fish.
No, we're only paid every 30 days, he just said.
No, we
you
got
got-
reward money from the head on the spike that I delivered, and I was
Oh,
stinky.
well, I didn't get any of that.
It
What
was
about-
delivered to the
Here
elf.
now has it.
It was
Yeah.
delivered to
I
you
know,
now,
that's it.
exactly.
Yeah, when you say you have no money, I ask, what about the poor people chest?
Yeah,
That
I think
Giant
I-
case of gold that you had?
It was coppers, not gold.
It doesn't matter. It's still spendable.
If you paint them, they're gold.
That's all right.
I would like to see if I could permanently make them gold.
Thomas, let's be real. If I steal someone's horse because he's being mistreated and becomes my horse, I will give them 1 gold on your behalf to keep the Candle God happy.
Sounds an awful lot like thieving it.
No, thievery would be if I take the horse and leave them a note that says, "Thank you very much for the horse. I owe you 1 horse." That's thievery. Piratry
It's
is when you
polite
take the
thievery,
horse
but-
and kill them. That's piratry, which is what we should be doing in the caravan, minus the killing, because the candle god, I know he has rules.
You mean the fleet?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well, I was, they keep telling me it's not a fleet, it's a caravan, so I gotta, when in Rome,
Mhm.
don't talk about boats.
So, I talked to, once again, Enwin, and I asked her if she would be fine just to go ahead and go towards, go with us to Crystal Gate, and then we'll get some more information from the people of Crystal Gate, and then have proper adventuring, proper carts and horses to ride to this other town.
Let's see. You're pretty convincing. Bex has been pretty convincing. So yeah, she's like, if it makes sure that we get it done right and we don't have any extra complications, then let's go on into town and make our preparations before we hunt this bastard down.
Right. Okay.
And I'm a poet.
There. That's it. That solves everything there.
There you go.
So you aren't stealing a horse just because, or you are?
I have the ability to talk to animals, so you can assume that I just randomly talk to things that we pass just to
Okay.
see what's up. But if I pass
Out
a
loud,
horse,
or
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Yeah.
If
If I
it's
think
out
it's
loud,
pretty
I would like to
fiddly.
take the opportunity to use my ritual spell to also speak to animals to hear what he's saying.
Okay.
Really, it's only if they're interesting, Damien. So, like, if a really interesting creature comes by, I'll have an out loud conversation to make the rest of the party feel like they're missing out.
And in which case,
but-
Philly spends a few minutes to not miss out.
Yeah, so we're always cool. But the only time
I
I would
think
take
they're
a
already
horse
gone.
is if a horse that I talked to was like, "Dude, screw these guys," I'd have them come over to my side,
Okay.
and that would probably be a forceful takeover.
So by the time you're 6 days past, you guys get to Crystal Gate. You got squirrels just like randomly hanging out. You got the occasional raccoon just like at the middle of the night, just sitting there in the middle of the camp, like sharing like a fish with Bex.
Yep.
It's
I
no
do
wine.
want to say that at some point, Thomas, in the watch rotation, remembers that he was awakened by water being dumped over his head, and he takes an entire beer keg that is empty, and he holds it over Bex's head while he's sleeping, and then he creates water inside of it. That's 10 gallons.
10 gallons. All at
10
once.
gallons of water.
Would you like to do this on our final night of the journey?
Kablammy, right on your head.
Let's do that, and we're going into break 1. So
Thomas has learned so much from me.
you'll respond to the water dump on the final rest before you guys reach Crystal Gate, and when we come back. So stay tuned, hang tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
There you
Enjoy
go.
the music.
All right.